Hello and welcome to Clovers Quilting. My name is Dion. The next quilt I worked on, actually I got the top completed, but I'm doing it after the fact. So sorry about that. I started this hopscotch quilt and I was always a little nervous about working with a panel. I didn't know how they'd work, how I could cut it, if they'd iron right, so I was just a nervous wreck about starting this. And it was so easy. It took me like 2 afternoons. It was awesome. So it came together super quick. So right here is called Hopscotch and it is by Quilt Renditions. So yeah, fun pattern. And the panel I'm using is this buffalo panel called Thunderhead, and it is by David Textiles, I believe. It is just a beautiful, beautiful panel. The colors are just vibrant and gorgeous, and I was very pleased at how it turned out. The little pieces up here, the hopscotch, I guess, is what those are. They are batiks, and there are 4 batiks that were used in it, and they just are so rich and lovely. I'm really pleased at how it turned out. And this is the sashing that goes around all of those fabrics and around the panel. So this is a Stonehenge Gradations by Northcott. I am not sure of the color, but there we go. It's just a neat, it has such a good texture to it. So now the border is by Hoffman, and that's all I can see on there. I don't see a name. And it is this really cool stripe that has, oh, Chrome's coming to visit. She wants to look at the stripes too. Nope, she went the other way. Oh well. So it's just this really cool stripe. It blends in with the fabric so well. And it's just really fun and quick. I was really amazed. And this is what I picked out for the backing. I ordered this off of an Etsy shop called For My 3 Boys, and it was just a really cool buffalo bison backing. And it's got a really long name, so let me see if I can get it. It is called Bison Range Scenic Wild Things LLC by Rosemary Millette. Hopefully I'm not mispronouncing, for Springs Creative LLC. And it looks like it was done in 2020. So yeah, really a nice piece, and I think it'll complement the back. As you can see, I got the buffalo quilt done behind me on this hopscotch pattern. I was a little nervous. I've got a ton of panels and I've never really used them because I know they come off the bolt sometimes wonky and not straight, and how do you get it right and how do you cut it even? And I was a little nervous. And so what I did is I did all the piecing of this up here and this down here. I can't get there. These 2 rows before I cut my actual panel to see how my seam allowances turned out. And then I cut it to fit. Instead of cutting it the size it said in the pattern, I just thought, I'm not that precise. So I wanted it to fit what I did. So that is a tip I can shout out to, that it worked perfectly, and it ironed out good. It was just really easy to work with. I was completely surprised. Nancy at our local quilt shop has been after me for probably a 1.5 years to get this done. My fiance and I were out there one day, and he came with me, and he said, I love that buffalo panel. And she said, I think we have a quilt. So they brought out the sample, and he said, I love the whole thing. So I said, just hook me up with a kit and we'll be good. So it's been being moved around my studio for about a 1.5 years. And every time I see her, she asks me if the buffalo's done. And now I can say, it is. So we're got to bring that over there. She'll get it long-armed and we'll get it all done. It turned out to be about 76 by 56. And the border I cut with this striped, it's just cool. And that was my first real mitered corner. So I had to do a little research on that, and it turned out okay. That was cut at 6 inches. So let me get out of the way and you can take a closer peek at it. Okay, let's take a little closer look at this quilt. Here's just a little closer look at that border and these, oh, there's a few strings on there. Sorry about that. These really pretty colors that they chose. Quilts and More is the name of the shop I got the pattern from and the kit. quiltsandmore.com, and they can hook you up. They did a great job kitting this. It turned out beautiful. And I shouldn't have been so scared to do this pattern. And I definitely shouldn't have waited a year and a half. And you should try it too. It was really easy, fun, and quick. I was amazed. Have fun with it. I know your time is valuable, and there's a ton of content out there, and I sincerely appreciate you spending part of your day with me today. Thank you so much. If you like this content, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing with your friend. Perhaps they'd like to make a hopscotch quilt too. Also, please stay happy, stay healthy, stay creative. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.